We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, it's Maycember, and we've been celebrating all of the busy nonsense going on.
You had a big graduation.
Yeah, Alden graduated from high school. He got to give a speech at high school graduation because he's the class president. So it was humorous and thoughtful. And they told him, you have 2 minutes. He asked for 5. They said, okay. Oh. He talked for 8.
Did they try to make him wrap it up?
No, I think when he asked for 5, I think one of the assistant principals was like, well, he does have a whole bunch of state medals in, speech. So, okay. They kind of told him whatever, but they approved his speech. They knew it was coming. So they had
congratulations to Alden.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He did great. We had a party. Then there was a tornado. So it was like, shelter in the basement at the end of the party. It's so Midwest.
It's very Midwest, but everyone is safe.
Yes. The tornado was just a hair south of our house. So
that's scary.
EF 0 or 1, not a huge one, but still not good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's okay. And congratulations to Alden. And our Maycember is going crazy too. We have swim every weekend and graduation parties to go to and dance recitals, all the things.
All of the things. We still have our dance recital in June. So Maycember trickles into June.
Yeah. Ours is all rapid fire, but we're going to do some rapid fire listener questions today.
Yes. Listener questions. We have them from all the social media outlets that we are perusing and some of our patrons. And some of these people that ask questions might want to join us for something in actual September, not Maycember, but an actual month.
Yeah. What do you call August and September together?
Timber?
That. Anyway, we are doing a Rope Drop Radio trip for whatever month you want to call that, because it starts August 30th and goes through September 2nd. We would love to have everyone come join us. We actually have talked to Touring and Cruises, and they're going to do an awesome thing for you. If you book with Touring and Cruises and do a 3-night stay with 3-day tickets, they don't have to be park hoppers, just 3-day base tickets are fine. You will get a $25 Disney gift card courtesy of us and Touring and Cruises. So we are excited for people to come join us. Come see us. We're going to plan some events. We don't know what those are yet because that's how we roll, but we'll figure it out.
I think we'll have the events after I return from Disney World in a week or so. Right?
Yes.
I think we'll have them ironed out once I go experience all the new things. Right?
Yeah. So you can tell us where we need to be now that there's no Pizza Rizzos.
So we can have that Bluey meetup.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
No, we're not going to do that. But so is it a 3-night minimum? Like if somebody's going for 7 nights, even though we're there only 3 nights, but
right. These are just minimum. So you can book a longer trip. You don't have to spend your whole trip with us. I'm sure everyone wants to kind of go off and do their own thing. So if you book a longer trip, that's fine. Those are just the minimums. 3-night stay and 3-day park tickets minimum.
All right. Let them know you want to do the Rope Drop Radio trip. And
yes, let them know so you can get the gift card. So that's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of our Patreons will be there. We have a new Patreon this week, Samantha Crows. Hopefully I said your name correctly.
Sure.
Welcome to Patreon. For anyone listening, if you don't really know what's going on at Patreon, I just released a free after show so anyone can listen to it. Just go to patreon.com, look for Rope Drop Radio. That was with our after show last week with Happily Ever After. They had some interesting cast member things to talk
Yeah,
about.
it was a good one for everybody
Yeah.
to go
Yeah. So I
check out.
thought if you just want to see kind
Mhm.
of what you get, we do the bonus after show. Doug gives the news. Did you catch up on the news, or are you still
Not
in
yet.
graduation
We'll talk
hangover?
about that after we record today. I haven't recorded
Perfect.
news yet because I haven't.
Uh-oh. People
Yeah,
like that.
I warned him.
Uh-oh.
I was warned.
You did. And
We'll be
everyone
good.
understands you were busy with
Yeah,
graduation. So that's
yeah.
fine.
But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get to some news. But the after show that you released, it's funny because so it came out and only like the first 5 minutes was there, and it was just a black screen on the video, and the audio just disappeared. And so
Yeah.
Back to the Mouse messaged me right away to let me know. So
Thank you,
then I
Joe.
fixed it, and then I renamed it like I fixed it or something, and then you released it. So so the name of the after show is like it's fixed.
Yep, that was not our finest
Not
moment, but it
not
was
the
a good
most.
episode, and I wasn't going to interrupt you on graduation weekend to be like, "Fix the title."
Yeah,
But
I
it is
would
what
have.
it is. That's our style, right?
So there you go. Yeah, it's authentic, I think is what the
Mhm.
kids would say. No,
Totally.
that's not what they would say. It would be some sort of shortened version of the word authentic, probably. I don't
Probably. I
know.
don't know what that
I'm
is
not
yet.
cool
We'll
enough to
find
know.
out. Oh,
Maybe we'll make it. All right, something else that's authentic, leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review. We will read it on air and love you forever because it helps the show. Also, make sure you're sharing the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Here we go. 5-star review titled Amazing Insights. 5 stars by Jol E. Rancher.
nice.
That is a good name. Yeah. I've been enjoying Rope Drop Radio since I started planning my family's token, one time only, Disney World trip back in 2021. I'm so glad I found you all. We have now gone multiple times, and I find the greatest joy in helping others plan their trips, saving them time and money, though probably not sleep for the rope droppers among us. Doug and Lauren are very knowledgeable about the parks, and their banter always keeps things both interesting and grounded. My 13-year-old is now a proud fan of the Trumpet Squid, and it makes his day to get into car number 7 or 8 on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Thanks for the podcast. Thanks for all you do. And most importantly, thanks for who you are.
Oh, that's a very nice review. So thank you to Jal E. Rancher.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
how cool is it that a 13-year-old likes the Trumpet Squid? Because I
All
have a
right.
13-year-old. Well, she does like the Trumpet Squid, but she does not like the podcast.
Well, that's because, mom's on it. But
Right.
it's,
I ruined it.
yep. Trumpet Squid's a thing. It's a thing. Rows 7 or 8. If you know, you know, right? All
Yep.
right. There you go. That is the review. And then over your shoulder, I think you're going to have to pick this one up for everybody to make sure they see
He's
it
a little
in
guy.
camera. Little guy, very good for this week. Stuffy of the week, picked by one of your kids, Lauren.
So Annie picked this one. I don't want to give it away too much, but it does have something to do with something coming out next weekend.
I mean, next weekend,
What
I'm
else
going the
was-
night when this show drops. I'm in the theater. So,
Oh, you're going Thursday night?
yeah, I'm a nerd. Lauren. I'm a nerd. Yes, going Thursday night, seeing it in Dolby Atmos surround sound on a super screen. Yes, in
That's
3D.
cool. Yeah. She remembered before I did. She's like, well, what are the show topics? And she was like, I can't
Not
think of a
impressed.
stuffy for
Yeah.
that. And she goes, ooh, something really cool comes out this weekend, and I will do one from that. And I
There you
said,
go.
great.
Yeah,
So
go
let
to
us know what you
YouTube.
see.
Go to YouTube, see the stuffy, leave a comment, and make Lauren's daughter's day by leaving comments. When they don't get comments, it's very sad. Lots of tears.
Tears.
Yeah,
Correct.
don't traumatize children. Please, listeners. All right, anyway, we're going to get to your questions after this break. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the magic. Welcome back. It is time to answer questions. And Lauren, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's answer some questions.
All right. We're going to start with the Rope Drop Patreon Facebook page questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, we got to do the patrons first.
Yeah. All right. Where do we think the Disney Believe cruise ship will sail out of, and how do we think that will affect the positioning and itineraries of other ships? Go on.
You want me to start? You're the rope trap on deck guy.
I mean, you can start. We got to rapid fire all this here. We got a lot today.
They like to keep those new ships, in the Caribbean or the Bahamas. So I think it starts in Florida. I could see another ship being moved, though, which would probably be the Dreamer Fantasy.
Right. It's something's got to get bumped out of the Bahamas. But I said that with the Destiny.
And it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. So I'm going to say I honestly don't know.
Right? How many ports do they have? How many days do they have to put ships there?
It has been really nice with basically being able to pick the day of the week you want to go on a cruise, and there's almost something available that fits your schedule now, where before it was just two different ships. Now you got options.
I love it because before it was like you either did a Monday to Friday cruise or a Friday to Monday cruise. And now like they have Wednesday to Sunday and some other Destiny has a bunch of different ones. So that's really nice if you have a tight schedule that you can kind of fit it in that way.
I could see the winter having it there, and then, some and maybe two ships go to Europe once that's out.
I would love for two ships to go to Europe.
Something in the north, something in the south in Europe all summer would be ideal.
They're the only major cruise line not doing that.
That would be, I could see that. So winter, it's in Florida. All right, moving on. Mr. Joseph Kaplan, back to the mouse himself. What other activities have you tried or recommended in Central Florida other than theme parks or cruises? This is in addition to theme parks and cruises, not alternative. So like your day off from a theme park.
Are there things in Central Florida that are not theme parks or cruise related?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
So you can't say Universal, right? That's just a different theme park.
That's a theme park.
So the beach.
That's not really Central Florida.
It's not. I mean, define central. If you're going north south. Yeah. So the beach is an option, right?
I think the popular one, if you're talking the coast, is the Space Center.
The Space Center. Is it a theme park? Is it I think the Space Center, we've done that. It's fantastic. And I think the other thing is that a lot of people love to do is go to the outlet malls.
Oh.
That's huge.
That's true.
It's concerning, but huge. A lot of people do it. So God bless you if that's what you want to do. I'm not, but I know my in-laws did. Michelle's dad loved that when they went when she was younger. That's big. That's a big thing, the shopping.
I've heard.
So
I think that's it. We haven't done much unless you count Disney Springs, because that's not technically a theme park.
I think that ties in with the shopping though, right?
Yeah.
When they expanded Disney Springs, they were trying to capitalize on that market. They were losing because now it used to just be like Disney stores, right? Now it's the whole
lots of different things.
Yeah. So they're bringing the shopping onto property, so to speak. I think the other thing is like medieval times, some of the dinner shows.
I forgot
big and elaborate. Those are neat. Those are there. Forget about those.
There's one outside of Chicago, so we would do that.
Yeah. And, there's like alligators and stuff too, if you want to do that.
Yeah, I like the Everglades.
Yeah, but that's not always. Yeah. All right, we'll move along. Okay. Jocelyn Bennett. Out of all the late night after hours events, which one do you think is the best and why? It's like Mickey's Not So Scary, Very Merry, Jollywood, After Hours, etc. Best and why?
My personal favorite is, and I'm a Christmas person, so this is saying a lot, is actually the Halloween party is my favorite. I enjoy the Christmas party too. I just think that they can be more creative with the theming, and the parade is really, both parades are excellent, but the Halloween parade they can do more with just because of the theming. Free candy is awesome.
Hard to beat.
Yeah. So there's just so much more. I know I was kind of reading into this question as she was asking it, but after hours, the best after hours is supposed to be Magic Kingdom. because that's where
Most
you can come up with
stuff.
the right stuff.
Yeah,
So for
most
just
stuff.
categorizing it after hours, I would probably do a Magic Kingdom one. What is
Yeah.
your favorite?
I'm gonna say Halloween Party too. Not to sound like a broken
Oh,
record, but it's
yeah.
just something about it that it's better. I don't know what. I'm actually not even a huge Halloween fan. Like at home, I
No.
really can do without. Like, but I do enjoy it at the park. So
Yeah, there's just and then all the adults are like there's so many people dressed up,
yeah,
tons of characters out. There's so much going on and so much stuff to do. It's really cool.
I was explaining some of our old costumes to a friend, and had to explain when we went as the Christmas shirts, and we kept telling everybody
Oh,
Merry Christmas, and like
we were
how
at the
like
wrong party.
1 out of 5 cast members figured it out. Like, the
Oh,
joke
is
was
that
we
high?
bought the wrong party tickets, but we already had the shirts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was funny.
yeah. So most people just looked at us like, "What is wrong with those people?"
We also were the festivals, the Epcot
That was
festivals one
yeah,
time,
we're the
and the
4 different
cast members
festivals.
enjoyed that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one was more well understood. Yes.
Yeah, easier to catch.
Yes. All right. Next one. Megan Rothacher. Does the in-line at closing rule work at after hours? Yeah. Yeah. You just jump right in there a minute before it closes. You're golden. All right. Trisha Marsala. First Epic trip coming up. Any advice for those with motion sickness and also eating at Epic with food allergies? Thanks. I can't say to this because the way I handled it was I said, have fun. You guys have a good day. And I stayed home. So, Lauren, you've done the food
Yeah.
allergies there.
Yeah, so my daughter's celiac, so we've done the gluten thing. They do a great job just like Disney does. It just works a little differently. So you will actually order the food, but note that you have an allergy, and then you go sit down at the table like we mobile order. And then someone will come talk to you. That's like a note, so they know to come talk to you. If they need to adjust the order or change it or even have you order something different, they take care of it. And that's how you communicate with them. It's kind of nice. So they come to you. You don't have to ask for the chef. You just note that you have an allergy and they'll come talk to you. It was super easy. Motion sickness. It's Universal, I would say, is overall worse than Disney with this because they like their screens. So that's a little trickier. I wish you had gone because I don't like none of us really have had
I
motion
can't handle
sickness.
it. I mean, Michelle basically said I made the right choice. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much. There would have been so few things to do, but depends on your level. I mean, I can't go on a carousel. Let's be for real. I don't know if I'm the right barometer for most people.
Right. So I would say there were several people that we went with, Annie included, who get car sick and they did fine. I would avoid like the screen. Anything with a screen seems to get people into trouble. I probably wouldn't do the big roller coaster ride because you're not going to feel good after that one.
Obviously, yeah, Stardusters, you can look at it and be like, nope, check please.
Right,
So,
right. But if it's not Doug as bad as Doug's level, you could probably do a lot of the moderate things. And you say a patch helps you too, right?
it does with some of the stuff, not the fast,
Okay.
jerky. If there's a screen involved, it's got to be very singular screen, not wide and big audience looking at it. That makes sense. So,
Yeah.
all right. Lisa Radke.
Leslie.
Good point.
She's a travel agent.
That
at
is a
Turning
totally
Christmas.
different name. Lisa Leslie.
Sorry, Leslie.
It's been a busy weekend.
I understand.
What other places have you guys rope dropped recently? The DMV, a sporting event, a concert? I just had to rope drop dance recital tickets. I'll go first. Michelle rope dropped dance recital tickets the other day.
Uh-huh.
We were the first in line at graduation. So we rope dropped that sucker.
Wow.
We stood there for a hair over an hour outside in the heat and humidity to get in. So that's a recent rope drop yesterday.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So I also rope dropped dance recital tickets a few days ago. I was very proud of myself because it's online and I still have the fastest fingers from all my Disney training.
Mm-hmm. It's not even fair.
Nope. There were several appearances that like, I'm in row S. And I was like, I'm in the front row. So,
Yeah.
And then we often rope drop swim meets. So like the kids have to warm up. They have to be there super early. Most of the parents will drop off unless their kids are little and leave. I stay so I can park my butt and have a nice seat the whole time. So I
It's
rope
worth
drop
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we rope dropped national speech. So we had two extempors, so we had to be a little earlier, but like tables and chairs were limited in the commons area, and our
Uh-huh.
kids were like, "Oh, why are we like the first team here?" But then like, an hour later they're like, "Oh, that team has to sit on the floor." Yes, yes, guys, that is true.
Yes.
So, all right. Crystal Miller. I got that name right. Pretty confident.
Yes.
Booked a 9-night Mediterranean with Greek Isles cruise next summer on the Wish with my best friend and 14-year-old nephew, and it's our first time cruising. So first cruise,
Oh,
and you're going all in. Like the Wish is first time in Europe, and yeah. All right. So,
that's going to be awesome.
and then it says, "God bless Dramamine." So you haven't cruised, so hopefully that's what you
I'll be
need. All
fine.
right. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be flying into Barcelona a couple days early before sailing to Malta. Oh, I can never pronounce
Shania?
this. Crete. It's Crete. Athens, Mykonos, and Naples, then wrapping up in Rome for a couple more days. I'm a history buff, and we're active travelers that prefer to see as much as we can while on vacation. What excursions or self-led shenanigans would you recommend? We were also assigned to late dining and leaning towards keeping it so we don't have to rush back onto the ship except for shows. And so we'll have more time to enjoy local cuisine or take advantage of a erroneous amount of ship snacks, yet still be hungryish for those coveted Disney dinners. Anything else I should be considering on this decision? Any rope drop radio or on deck episodes I should go back and re-listen to for tips? Thank you so much. We'll definitely go back and listen to our Greek Isle episode on rope drop on deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year, there's an episode where I helped Joe from Back to the Mouse plan his Greek excursions and his excursions for Italy. Very similar itinerary. So I've sailed out of Barcelona, done Greece. So this is like a combo of my two different Mediterranean
Yeah.
cruises that you're describing. Barcelona, we stayed down near the Las Ramblas, which is a great touristy area to stay near. Took a cab. There's cabs everywhere, like cockroaches, in Barcelona, over to the Sagrada de Familia. We did the tour of the Barcelona soccer stadium because we're soccer nerds, and had a great time in Barcelona. And then you can. I haven't gone to Malta. That's one. I don't have an exact recommendation for Malta, but in Crete, I would say make that your beach day if you want to be like, hey, we swam in the Mediterranean. That's a good one because the big archaeological sites are not at that port; they're at the other port in Greece, in Crete. Athens, we did a private guide. I would just find a private tour for the Acropolis and the Acropolis Museum where they pick you up at the port and take you as early as you can go. Like if they say, "Do you want to go at 9?" You say, "No, the ship gets there at 7." And you're like, "Let's go." We were at the gate when it opened, and we beat the crowds to the top with our private guide. That is 100% a private guide day. Spend the money. And in those rope drop on deck shows, I even say the exact guide we use, like Olympiad Travel. They were fantastic. Worth the money, even with a small group on that day. Mykonos, 2 options here. Delos, if you're into the old dusty stuff, take the ferry over to Delos. It's really cool. Lots of stuff. Lots of cats and old broken things. But if you're not wanting to do old dusty stuff that day, you can just simply do your own walking tour of Mykonos, go look at some windmills, some other things on your own to get up to your own self-led shenanigans. It is windy, though. Naples, another good day for a private guide to go to Pompeii. I used Miles and Miles. I've used them multiple times in all over Italy, in Florence, in Rome, in Naples, in Venice.
Yeah.
They do a fantastic job. Back to the Mouse actually got the same guide that I had on our very first time at the Vatican, and I texted a picture. Even he sent a picture of her, and I sent a picture back, and then they had him again 2 days later, like in Naples or something. So they arranged to have the
That's
same
awesome.
lady. So then, like, they do a good job of the private guide in those situations. They get you in and out faster.
Yep.
They just talk to you instead of listening on an earpiece to somebody that's 40 feet away from you, right?
Mhm.
And in the Vatican, in Pompeii, on the Acropolis, in the Acropolis Museum. Now, the Acropolis Museum will require them to use the earpiece, even though she talked directly to us, and I just held mine. But they have a rule to keep the noise down. But those places, it's worth it to do that. So there you go. We did early dining, and it wasn't an issue because we were getting off the ship the second we could to beat the heat. Later in the day, in all of those locations you just described, like you hit 3:00, like you will want a fork to put in you to be done. We were back on the ship early-ish after 7-8 hours of touring, and we would shower and then go to dinner, and we were exhausted. So doing longer, like the later you get off the ship, just the hotter it's going to be. That would be so early dining is fine if you can switch. I don't think you have to have late dining, but I would not be. Don't feel like you're missing out by getting back to the ship soon because physically you can only do so much. Is that good? Did I
Yeah.
get it? All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Unless you had something to add, Lauren.
No, I think you covered all that. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do Facebook.
Okay.
This is Jill T. Mitch. What made Doug want to go to dental school? What made Lauren choose her career as a nurse than advanced practitioner?
Oof.
Doug?
Well, I started as a broadcasting major, and I wasn't very good at English, but I was really good at chemistry. I wanted a job where I could talk to people, and I knew dentistry, and I didn't have to like be on call and work overnight and that stuff. That's why I picked dentistry. It's not because I love teeth. Sorry, somebody was wanting that as an answer.
Yeah. I chose nursing. I actually started pre-med. I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Oh.
And then there was a girl on my floor, and Iowa has a very good nursing program. And I got like a B my freshman year in one of the big sciences. And they were like, you're going to have a hard time getting into med school. And I wasn't sure I wanted to go to school that long. So one of my friends was in the nursing school. They got right to it. They didn't have to do all the long training. I kind of just wanted to dive into that stuff. So I switched to nursing. And I also thought I could be a nurse practitioner and still have it'd be easier with a family life. So me marrying a doctor was not a thing back then. So like that, I was more just thinking about myself. Jake and I were like newly dating. He was busy partying at school and was not serious about school. So I just thought as I got older, that would be a better lifestyle for me. And that's why I chose it. And then clearly I was done with it after a while and then became a travel agent because I wanted to be home with my kids, and Jake's schedule's terrible. So that's what we did.
See, I didn't want the terrible schedule. It was just like,
You were smart. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of
8 to
on your
5.
wavelength. And then he wanted to go to med school, and I was like, oh. So,
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Steph Waterman, rope drop strategy at Magic Kingdom without being a resort guest. What ride or land would you hit up first?
Well, it's probably straight to Thunder right now. Hit Thunder, then Splash. Well, Tiana's. Sorry. My oldness is showing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because that side of the park, that side of the park does not open for early entry, so you can do a proper rope drop without being a resort guest there. That's what I would do, 100%.
It's like the best off-property rope drop you have. The only other option is Jungle Cruise, if you have little ones that can't go on Thunder and Tiana's. That's
a good point. Yep. Sarah Teeter says, insight into new dining plans, how to make upgrades worth it.
You just got to eat a lot. So the upgraded one is the 2-table service, right? And
it's 3,
isn't
it?
Yeah, but not. It's not what it was before.
Or is it 2 in a quick service?
2 in a quick service, because you can't eat a sit down for all 3 meals now. So either you're doing a quick service and a signature dining, and if you're defining worth it, usually the signature dining is not going to mathematically be worth it. If we're doing just worth it in dollars and cents, that would typically be your character meals are almost always the best value. if we're going worth, but dollars and cents, but worth it on peace of mind and knowing you can just eat whatever. It's
It
what you
also
like to
it
eat.
comes with a lot of food. Like if you want a big
Yeah.
meal and you want like an appetizer, an entree, a dessert, or whatever, like it's all of that. Like and then an adult beverage, or you can get like
Yeah.
one of the fancy mocktails or something like that. I also have clients who do it just for if they have allergies and it's easier for them to eat at a sit down.
Yeah.
They'll do like a sit down breakfast, do quick service for lunch, and then do another sit down for dinner. And they like to do it that way so they can relax while someone else figures out the allergy issue.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. But yeah, I think you got to do the signature
Upgraded.
dining.
Yeah. You got to incorporate some signature dining in there. Make it worth it.
Liz Stafford Pace says, what are your favorite snack and drink options at Epcot during non-festival times? Epcot Light or Diet Epcot? I can't remember which one Doug calls it.
Diet
and
Epcot. Diet Epcot.
Diet Epcot. I can't remember either. Also, I'm a band director and know that Doug played trumpet both because he said so and because of his personality with a smiley emoji.
Facts. It's
What
not
does
hard
that
to
mean?
tell. It's band people know. They can tell I'm a trumpet player. I'm sorry.
We're going to come back to that after I finish this question.
Okay.
If you could go back to beginning band, would you choose a different instrument and what would it be? Does Lauren play an instrument? And if not, what would she choose to play?
Okay. So
Let's stick with the band thing for a second.
band. Okay.
Because I have a trumpet player.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say about her? Because I'm not aware of what this means.
Trumpet players, maybe.
Does it mean they're sarcastic? Because that has increased.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe more the center of attention. The ego might be a little large. Do we like to hit the high notes and hold it, make the whole band listen to it? Yes. Are we the heartbeat of the drummers? Think they're important, but they're not. Like, yeah, that's trumpet players. We're a thing. We're a lot.
I did not know that.
We are, it's, if the band was a rock band, we're the lead singers for sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you choose a different instrument or would you stay with the trumpet?
Would I choose it? Heck no. My gosh, no. And if they had said I had to choose another instrument, I would have said, I don't think I can.
Oh.
So that's also a very trumpet-like
thing to say.
So there you go.
So I did guitar lessons when I was younger. I was not allowed to be in the band because my parents told me your sisters quit it very quickly and we don't want to pay for it. So the guitar lessons were a gift 2 years later when I wouldn't stop talking about that.
Oh, they traumatized you.
They did. And I did really enjoy it, but I'm not very musical and I was playing sports in high school and they got in the way. So I didn't quit, but I love the guitar. So that's a great question. We'll go back to favorite snack and favorite drink options at Epcot during non-festival times.
So many, but my go-to that's always been there is school bread in Norway. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy that. And if I don't say the leprechaun from the Rose and Crown and Rose and whatever it's
Rose
called.
and Crown.
Yeah, after a leprechaun, you can't remember the name. So Alex will make fun of me for drinking a very girly drink and it having way too much effect. So there you go.
Yeah, my
favorite drinks are the ones back in America, the outdoor bar next to the Regal Eagle.
Oh,
those are good.
Those are good.
A mojito and something else back there. They're julep. I think there's a mint julep. Yeah. Those are really good and refreshing, like nice and cold. And okay.
Those are good. My favorite snack is the giant pretzel outside of Germany. And then favorite drink, I do really like the margarita in, what's the tequila place?
La Cava.
La Cava. That was very good. Those are probably my go-to. I'm like, usually it is really festival food. So I don't know. All right. And I think that's it for Facebook.
Okay. All right. On to the Instagram. This first one's from Alex Sinek. This ties into what we opened the show with, talking about our upcoming trip. If you were going to Walt Disney World in late August with some couples, where would you eat? I don't know what couples he's talking about. Yes, Alex will be there. So
there are some talk about maybe Jake could come if it works out with childcare, and Alex's wife, maybe.
Yeah,
We'll
we could
see.
have 3 couples. How about
And
that?
like that never happens. Yeah,
No.
like usually Alex and I spouses have kind of crazy jobs and it's hard for them to get away. So that would be fun.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going to pick?
No, no idea.
Citricos.
Oh, okay.
Now, will Alex and Michelle allow me to eat there because it's time consuming? No.
No, they will not.
But
There is
that's where
not
I would
time for
go.
that with them. Do I would I don't know. My brain hasn't like freed me up to be allowed to think about where would Doug eat on this trip because I don't
Ohana's.
think I get a vote. I would probably say Ohana and be told no by Alex, and
Yep.
then Michelle would make it up to me at some point. But I know we're gonna eat at the Plaza because at some point we'd be
It's
like,
convenient.
we can have quick service at this time, and then all of a sudden Alex would be like, well, we have a Plaza reservation. I'm like, oh, when did we get that? When I made it, right?
Yeah, he's great with
Am,
that.
am I allowed to even have an opinion? I don't think so.
He had a lot of it mapped out for us and it all sounded lovely.
Yeah, I usually don't argue too much. I wouldn't mind doing Topolino's again if it's convenient
Oh,
for where we're at,
yeah.
or like a character meal at our resort, right? Chef Mickey's
Yeah.
or a Cape May Cafe. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't argue.
Alex is not going to let you go to Chef Mickey's.
That's partly I want to go. See if he'll go to Chef Mickey's.
Alex, you let us know. I
All
would
right.
love to see his reaction to that.
Yes. Can't wait to hear the text message comments from this conversation. All right. Adrienne Balladini?
Sure.
Nailed it. Yeah. What would an ideal rest day look like for you if you were staying on the boardwalk?
Okay, so for me, I would go to Cape May Cafe for a
Mhm.
brunch. We love that brunch because it has chocolate chip pancakes, and one of
It
my
does.
girls will only eat chocolate chip pancakes.
Why not?
She does not really like breakfast foods, so that's where we have to go. And it's right there. And then I'm a pool person, so I would happily be in the pool in the afternoon, and then I don't know, go have dinner somewhere later that night. You have lots of options because you can hop
Mhm.
on the Skyliner and go to Riviera. You could go do a Topolino's breakfast
Topolino's
too.
brunch. That'd probably be, I was
Yeah.
thinking Topolino's brunch and then kind of lazy afternoon. And then my day off is actually like watching Fantasmic at night or something like that. That's how I day
Yeah.
off, right? You're so close to the parks, maybe even go into dinner in Epcot. You don't really even have to go on a ride, but you
Well, it's
just
supposed
kind
to be
of
like a full rest day. Like you can't go into the
I
park.
don't know how to do that, Lauren.
You can see the fireworks from the boardwalk.
Yeah, it's so close yet so far.
Yeah, but it's free.
Okay.
So, all
All
right,
right.
next one.
Brax Berry 17 asks, "Can I be the favorite patron?" Question in parentheses. Yes, I'm a patron. I'm just commenting on Instagram, and please don't say you're all favorites because I want to be. Smiley face. Well, you know what? You asked, so I guess technically you
So
are.
I guess you get the title.
Congratulations. No one else was thoughtful enough to ask to be our favorites. That's the question. That's it. That's all it is. Okay.
Well, now we have we have a favorite.
Yeah,
Brax.
favorite. Brax. All right. Congratulations, Brax, on the title of favorite. All right. Next up, Travel by Melissa. Is there a resort you would never want to stay at and why?
The campgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tent.
Especially in Central Florida with
Mm-mm.
hard pass.
Yep.
I mean, never is a strong word, right? Like, I will gladly not stay at the All Stars if I don't have to, but I have and I will at some point again, right? But there's not a won't. I think
Besides the campgrounds, no.
I think if the cabins hadn't been remodeled, Michelle was not going back to those because there was mold and some other issues. And we're like, these are
they're
not
nice now.
great. Yeah, and they bulldozed them and started over. The layout's weird.
The layout is weird, but they're nice otherwise now. Yep.
Yeah. All right. JMS424 asks, what is your favorite non-character table service restaurant for breakfast in each resort area, not parks? So a non-character All right. Do you have any non-character breakfasts?
The breakfast at I'm blanking on the name. By Boardwalk, the Italian place.
Tatatorno or
Al
Fino, some
Forno.
Al Forno.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I
Yep.
was thinking that Magic Kingdom area. I was thinking Kona has some really good breakfast. The Tonga toast in particular
Hmm.
is fantastic. It's like 3 days worth of calories though, just a heads up.
Hmm.
What other areas do we have to talk? We did an Epcot area and a Magic Kingdom area. Breakfast elsewhere.
Are we going by like parks? Or are we going by
I
what
don't know.
Disney defines as the areas?
Well, Disney defines the areas. I don't really think there's breakfast outside of like a food court. Really, Boma breakfast is just American standard
Yeah.
breakfast. I don't think there's anything that stands out to me like those two that we mentioned
Yeah.
that are non-characters. Most of the breakfasts are
What about
characters.
Steakhouse 71? Have you eaten breakfast there?
I've booked breakfast there.
Can't do that anymore.
I
I heard it was
no,
pretty good.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it
Yeah.
is. Parking's better. Yeah,
Okay.
Kona is really good though. I will say that. Done that several times. All right. Do you have a recommended Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party strategy? Yeah, go early, right?
Yeah. So you can get in the park at 4 p.m. Strategy just depends on what your priorities are. If you want to do any characters, just go get in line for those early
Like
because, like,
5.
yeah. Because, like, the Jack and Sally one gets ridiculous. Like, people walk in at 4 and get in line for that, even though
Mhm.
Disney will sometimes be like, there's not a line, but
This
people
isn't a line.
gather.
It's like, well, what are these people doing? We're the line. They're not the line. They're the line. Just get in.
They
the
are.
line. Yeah.
So characters just get in line. If characters are not your priority, then I would almost like we usually eat early at like
Mhm.
4. Like you can go in the park and get quick service still.
What restaurant did I say earlier? That Alex will just make us. That's escaping my mind. The Plaza. We'll be eating at 4:30 at the Plaza on our Halloween party day,
Will be.
probably. And they'll
And they
have like
close early.
Yeah.
Except like Cinderella's and Pierre Gus, like the expensive places. So we eat early. Like if you're not going to characters, I would eat. And then that way the regular park crowd's kind of trickling out. And then I would start doing rides.
hmm And don't stand in line for candy. If there's a line waiting to get candy,
Yeah.
just do it later. But I mean, if you have to wait like a minute for candy, that's one thing. But if there's a long snaking line, like I've seen that early in the party a couple times, just give it a half hour and start getting your candy then.
Yeah.
There'll
Oh,
be
and the
plenty.
trick with the parade is go to the second parade because it's less
Absolutely.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Saw this question on TikTok and thought it was interesting. If you could only do the World Showcase at Epcot or never do the World Showcase, which would you choose?
I would never
Ooh.
do it. That's not even hard for me. Sorry. I like it. I enjoy it. But if you're saying I could only do that and give up my Magic Kingdom, no, thank you.
I think you're only giving up Future World, which is not called Future World anymore. I think you're just
Oh.
giving up half of Epcot. Which half of Epcot do you
Oh,
want to keep?
I'd still keep Future World because it has
Imagination
Guardians and Soren.
and Test
And
Track.
yeah,
Yeah.
although you're makes it difficult to eat.
You're giving up. It's either do you want food or do you want rides?
I want the
So,
rides.
I'm gonna go food. So
What?
I can't go
Oh,
on
'cause you can't.
Guardians.
Gosh.
I will miss Soren, but I guess though the festival's trickled into Future World, so you can still eat.
That's true.
It's
It's getting there.
trickling. It's trickling.
Well, you enjoy
All right,
your
there you
beer
go.
garden. We'll be on the
That
rides.
that is the last of Instagram. All right, let's wrap it up with
Yeah.
the Instagram stories.
Yep, a couple of those. Sarah Teeter says, would you do an annual pass episode or some very detailed chat about it?
Oh, we could do a whole episode about annual passes and the break evens and all that jazz, couldn't we?
Yeah, we could. It's just
Okay.
the math is tricky because tickets cost different things at different times of the year. So it depends on when you're going.
So
and
it
how
makes it a
long
whole
you are.
episode.
It does. You want to do an episode?
Yeah, really two decent, like 2 trips, and it makes sense usually.
I think it
Usually.
depends now. Now it's closer to
Let's
3. And
define.
how long were your trips?
I don't
It's a
know.
whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's
We'll figure it
complicated.
out.
Okay,
We'll do
yeah,
some
so we can
math
do
for
that.
you, Sarah. I'll make Lauren do some math for you, Sarah.
RMDC 920 says going to the boardwalk for 2 nights in August with my family before our first Disney cruise. We do not plan on going into the parks. Looking for staycation ideas and info about the free Blizzard Beach entry on check-in day. Is it worth it? Will the heat be too unbearable to walk on the pavement and or wait in line? How do I get there if there is no bus transportation from the resort? Are we just better off hanging out at the resort? Love the show. Oh, and how can I get one of your rope drop on deck magnets? Gotta get one before the cruise. Thanks, Rachel.
Okay. A lot
Yeah.
there. First thing, just message me your address. I will send you a rope drop on deck magnet. There.
Yeah.
That one's easy. Then, so the water park on arrival day, I did it once, and the cement is hot in areas, but they do a good job of keeping some areas wet. So when it gets really hot, just like get your feet in some water and then go back to having them
Yeah.
sizzle. It's a thing. It's Central Florida, because you got to put all your stuff in a locker unless you have somebody that's just there to hold it, which God bless them if you have that person in your family. Then you can sit closer to things. But if you're getting in early enough in the day on check-in day, it's 100% worth it. It's, it's a full-on water park and a great value. So I would not be shy about that. But, the swimming pool at the boardwalk is fantastic. I would hit up Disney Springs. This is a time where that makes sense. And the mini golf makes sense too.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there is bus transportation to the water parks.
Yep. Not directly from Boardwalk. You have to go to Animal Kingdom
Well,
and then get on just so she knows.
It says,
this signage will say, like, go to Animal Kingdom and Water Park, and then you get on that bus, and then at Animal Kingdom, you transfer over to the Blizzard Beach bus. So there is transportation. Yeah.
They'll get you there. But I think they try to limit how many buses get wet.
Oh.
I don't know, actually. I don't know that they're doing a good job of that. But the other way is just get an Uber. It's pretty easy
faster.
too.
But if you have young kids and you want to do it that way, that makes sense.
But yeah.
And then last question, Jessica Mixon says, best arrival day report table service dinner. I'm thinking they're thinking
Resort.
best arrival day.
Resort.
Resort.
I mean, Ohana, but who am I to judge? I would say one at your resort or one you can walk to at a neighboring adjacent resort.
Yeah, it's usually what's close to where we're staying.
I would recommend making sure it's open on the day that you're going.
Be better than me. So yeah, if you're staying by Grand Flow, Citricos will not be open on Monday or Tuesday. I'm trying to think. We've done Grand Flow Cafe around there. We've done Steakhouse 71.
With kids, a character meal is a great way to start.
So Chef Mickey's, we've done that too. That's a great one.
1900. Dinner at a character meal at a resort is a really good way to start.
What would you do if you were like by Beach Club Boardwalk?
Whew, that's a good question because you don't have a character dinner over there. So I think if you want something if you have kids, something a little easier, then you got the ice cream.
Beaches and Cream.
Beaches and Cream is a good reservation. Not quite as stuffy and sit down, a little more fun.
Yeah.
If you like the seafood aspect of Cape May, then do Cape May. But if that's not your thing, then that's not a way to go.
No. And then if you're staying like at one of the All-Stars or at Pop or something, sometimes I will still say do Chef Mickey's because you just have to take a bus to Magic Kingdom and then walk right there. It's a short walk. And that way you have transportation and that's easy to get to that way. Yeah.
Chef Mickey's is the easiest one to do no matter where you're staying. Just hop on that Magic Kingdom bus and walk.
It is one that you want to start the vacation with because by the end of the vacation, it will seem very loud and noisy. But on day one, you're all fresh and it's very exciting.
Or you're exhausted from travel and you're just like, I can't handle another noise, but whichever.
Depends on how the day went.
Depends on how flights and so there you go.
We wrapped it up. We did good. So thank you to everyone. I posted this on a Friday night because I told Doug people are secretly going to ask questions on a Friday night, and you guys delivered, and we had lots of questions. So thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. Well, there you go. If you're looking to go on a trip, book with our friends at Touring Cruises. And if you do the 3-night, 3-stay for early September with us, you'll get a $25 Disney gift card as a little thank you gift from us and Touring and Cruises. And if you're traveling from central Nebraska or eastern Nebraska, Nebraska in general, check out the Lincoln Airport. Breeze Airways will get you there nonstop to MCO, and just a little pause in Las Vegas on your way to Disneyland so that you can meet Bluey on both coasts now by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
It's Bluey time. So hopefully everybody has a great Memorial Day weekend, and have a great summer, and come check out the after show where we might do some news. We might not do some news. I don't know what we're going to do.
I can help you with the news. Oh, I also have to say happy birthday to Lily because it's her birthday on Friday, like the day after this comes out. So happy birthday in case she actually listened. Probably did, but happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Lily. All right. Well, for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, Rope Droppers, thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.